to Pete and Hannah's Watchlist. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we're here today for movie news.
That's right.
But before we begin, let us tell the viewers and the listeners what they should do.
Pretty please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below your feedback on the show, thoughts, feelings, questions, comments, queries, all that jazz. Comments below.
Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one.
That's right.
Including What's Next, the show where we help you figure out what to watch next, Ballerina, and
Credit Kid Legends.
Then we did E.T., AFI Top 100, number 24.
Controversial takes
From Hannah. And today's movie news, where we're going to do some clickbait. We're going to preview some great movies that are coming up this weekend. And then we'll go through clickbait headlines. Tomorrow is Championship Belt Holder. It's back by popular demand. Okay, Hen, let us go to clickbait, and it's my turn.
Oh, right.
Clickbait. Hot take. Now, over the last few weeks, everyone that's watched the show have known that Hannah's besmirched my character. They're saying that I'm lazy when it comes to clickbaits and, you know, not doing some great stuff. But, okay, I'm going throwing it out there now. This is we've seen Materialist, great rom-com, romantic drama. And it features a love triangle. So I'm going to give you the top 5 movie love triangles.
Ooh.
Okay, ready?
Tell me.
Number 5, Past Lives.
Okay.
Celine Song's first movie.
We've
seen Celine Song's second movie. Great stuff. Greta Lee, brilliant.
Yeah. It's a story between either the lover from your past, a childhood friend, or your husband.
Or your current settled husband.
Oh, it wasn't settled at the time.
Yeah.
You thought you were happy.
Okay, the next love triangle.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
Take your choice.
Movie. Take your choice.
Which version?
Take your choice.
Audrey or, I don't know who.
Juliana Armand.
Okay.
So
I don't know the other.
Audrey, Humphrey Bogart, and William Holden versus Greg Kinnear, Harrison Ford, and Julia Mont. Yeah, it's Humphrey Bogart and William Holden. That's the two.
The original, yes.
Yeah, the original. The original's great.
Yeah.
Original great. That's the
serviceable. The other one is serviceable.
Directed by Sidney Pollack. The next one, number 3. You can take your pick here because there's 2 movies exactly the same. Philadelphia Story, AFI Top 100 movie,
or High Society.
Philadelphia Story starring Katharine Hepburn.
A little bit of 4, but yeah.
Cary Grant.
It's a love triangle.
Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
Or
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, Grace Kelly, and Bing Crosby. So you can take your pick there. Thoughts?
Yes, and I would choose... In the High Society version, I would choose... Oh, that's actually hard. In the other version, I'd choose Cary Grant.
Yeah.
But in the High Society one... But only barely, because Frank Sinatra sings sensational in that movie, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite Frank Sinatra song.
There you go.
It's my favorite.
The next one is a movie that is an absolute classic, directed by Ron Shelton, stars the great Kevin Costner, Susan Sarandon, and Tim Robbins in a love triangle. Crash as the baseball player coming to town, looking after the new baseball player in Meet, and Susan Sarandon is the person that gives inspiration to the local baseball players, as you might sort of say. That movie is fire. I love that movie. Kevin Costner is absolutely great in that movie as Crash, the catcher. Great movie.
Wow.
Okay, the best love triangle movie of all time. It's one of the highest movies on the AFI Top 100. It is Casablanca, starring the great... Humphrey Bogart, Ingrid Bergman.
I won't go into it.
But man, that movie is fire, and it definitely deserves to be the love triangles.
I think you're missing.
Mentions.
Yeah,
here's some honorable
You're
mentions.
missing some.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Okay.
Yep. Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Josh Lucas, Reese Witherspoon.
That's not one
pretty good. The Notebook.
Okay, that's pretty notable.
Yep.
I don't care for it, but it's pretty notable.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
I don't care for it, but okay.
Great love triangle. Julia Roberts, Cameron Diaz.
Don't care.
Age of Innocence, directed by Martin Scorsese. Daniel Day-Lewis, Winona Ryder, and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, I'd pick Michelle Pfeiffer.
Great love story.
I don't know what it is, but I'd pick Michelle Pfeiffer.
The great James L. Brooks movie, Broadcast News, with William Hurt and Albert Brooks and Holly Hunter.
strange movies. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's some of your great love triangles?
Two of the biggest ones are obviously Twilight is the biggest one, where it's Team Edward, Team Jacob.
That's going good movies.
Okay, but I'm going notable movies
Yeah.
that people actually know. Bridget Jones, obviously.
Bridget Jones was on my longer list.
Another one, Hunger Games. You had,
Hunger Games,
even
great
though
one.
there's pedo all the way. You could really just shoot your shot any of the teenage book ones.
Yep.
They're all.
Do you know what another one that is a good love triangle movie? Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
Poison
Batman
Ivy.
and Robin. Poison Ivy with just
Batman
anyone
and
in that
Robin.
movie. But Batman and Robin particularly.
Does this pass the mustard?
Can I also go love triangle?
Yep.
Batman Returns. Or
Yeah.
the Penguin,
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Catwoman.
Good one.
That's a good one.
Let us know if that clickbait is passable.
Oh
if it's
my
a passable
God.
Clickbait.
Anyway, what's
also,
your favourite love triangle?
Let us know your favourite love triangle in cinema history.
You know, fun fact, I hate love triangles. Notoriously, I just hate them. I can't stand them.
Well.
Because I have to be on the winning side, and I hate when the winning side ain't winning.
Let's go over to Hannah so she can talk about love triangles and my favourite segment, Hannah and movie news.
Welcome back to Movie News. This week, are you looking for love? I give you Materialist. It stars Dakota Johnson as Lucy, a matchmaker who meets a handsome billionaire played by Pedro Pascal, and a past lover of hers who she still cares deeply about, played by Chris Evans. It's up to Lucy to decide whether she wants to have a relationship with someone who checks all her boxes or a deep, meaningful love connection. All I know is I'm on team Pedro Pascal all the way. What is man's best friend? If you said dragon, you would be correct. This week, we have the live-action How to Train Your Dragon remake in cinemas. It's a story about Vikings fighting dragons. But what if boy meets dragon and become best friends? Well, you'll have to see. That is what we'll be seeing in cinemas this week. Leave a comment down below on what you'll be seeing. Until next week, bye!
Thanks, Hannah. Two great movies there. How to Train Your Dragon live action version. Never seen the first one, or the second, or the third, or is there another one?
Oh, there's a TV series?
Nope, never seen it.
Okay.
So it should be great for me. I'll be crying like a little baby. I can just see it. And Materialist, directed by one of my favourite directors, Steven Song.
Crying like a baby again?
You know it. I can't help myself. Let's go to clickbait headlines, and let's go for the news that's hitting soon. Presumed Innocent's got a cast. Guess who the lead actress is? Rachel Brosnahan.
Oh, Rachel Brosnahan.
Yeah,
love
how
it.
good's that?
From Ms. Maisel fame. Yes.
Yeah.
And the recent Superman movie.
Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro have confirmed that they're going to do Meet the Parents,
Parents
4.
with Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
Yes, as joining the cast. Yes.
that is huge.
That is strangely huge news.
Tony Awards happened on the
Yes,
weekend.
big news for those. We had
Darren Criss winning.
maybe Happy Ending was the big award winner of the night, won Best Musical, and it's a if you don't know, it's a Korean musical
Yeah.
based on a little short film, and it's adorable. And Darren Criss, yes, from Glee.
The viral sensation Death Becomes Her, only winning one of their awards, and they were nominated for 10.
Yes, it won for costuming, which is Paul Tazwell,
Yeah.
who did the costumes for Wicked, if you know, recently.
If you know, you know.
It became a viral sensation because of the clips that been circulating online, like a viral TikTok sound. And yeah, I think a lot of these. Recently, we just heard that Smash, which has got a Broadway adaptation, is abruptly closing due to, I think, because there was no buzz about it at the Tonys.
Yeah.
And it happens with a lot of these shows. They're becoming a lot of higher production shows.
Yeah.
And especially these
Big names actors.
especially the movie to musical adaptation.
You need the IP.
The IP, but also like their big stage performances.
For sure.
Usually have really famous actors coming in for some strange reason.
Yeah. We
and
had the
these-
George Clooney Good Night and Good Luck on CNN.
and
Big star.
he was nominated, but he didn't win.
He's a huge star, isn't he?
Yeah, but it all of them, or that's a play.
Yeah.
Musicals tend to get a little bit out of hand on
Well,
Broadway.
they need to run for over a year for them to make money.
Yes, and not only that, it's becoming a struggle, and we're seeing more and more.
Production costs are just so sky high.
They're sky high.
Yeah, that's
And
why plays are becoming more popular.
Tonys and the Tonys, give us that showcase, but we're seeing a lot more circulated clips.
Yeah.
People usually it was a lot stricter now, but if you go see things on Broadway, a lot of clips circulate, which help a lot of shows because they kick in. I worry about shows like the Betty Boop musical, like that was nominated for stuff, didn't win anything, of course. Like,
Mary?
that one's a little bit the weird Mary Todd show, which is a little bit of a what if kind of events of.
Love it.
It's a very strange show, but yeah, a lot of these musicals, one overshadowed the lot, but I think they all deserve of attention. A lot of people had their favorites, like again, Death Becomes, where people had its fans.
Oh, it's
it went from losing money, like it was doing bad until it got TikTok famous.
Yeah,
and
now
people love going, and they're wowed by it.
Movie. Robert Zemeckis,
and that's the thing. And then that movie becomes popular again. And not only that movie was featured in like a Sabrina Carpenter music video because she
100%.
did those stunts in her Taste music video.
With Jenna Ortega.
With Jenna Ortega, and it became like a sensation. And we're getting more of these musical adaptations. Do I want these musical adapted movies turned then into their own movies? No. Absolutely not. We saw it with Mean Girls. It didn't work because you can't fit all the musical numbers. You can't fit all the dialogue. You don't want to change anything.
Yeah, especially when it comes so quickly after it as well. Like, Wicked took 20 years to come to the screen.
There's a lot of things that came with it, but Wicked had to be split up into 2 parts.
Yeah.
Despite the fact the show itself is like a 2.5 hour
100%
show. They split it into 2 parts.
You are pumped for it.
Guys, I watch it every day. Watch it every day.
The final headline today is Warner Brothers is splitting up their business. So they're putting the movies and the streaming business in one, and then the cable programs in the other. The cable programs are going to take on a percentage of the movies and streaming business, and then the cable companies, the TV, what they still have, CNN and all that. They're gonna carry the debt. They have like $35 billion in debt.
A lot of these companies do, especially when they went into streaming.
Especially when, well, not only that, because the cable business is dropped so quickly, they're just taking on more and more debt all the time.
Yeah, because they
thought that the streaming business was going to rise as the cable had fallen, but the streaming business has slowly risen, and the cable business is dropped really quickly. Like the stream business, they said HBO Max, which is now what's called, is actually profitable for the first time, just like Disney Plus. But they've sunk so much in it.
Yes, but it comes.
And Disney has the parks to fall back on. Warner Brothers don't have the parks.
I will say they have the parks to fall back on. I would say more than merchandise, not so much the parks.
No, the parks are the huge.
I know they make a lot of money, but the parks,
it's a huge profit.
The parks themselves, they're an interesting business. I find that the merchandise that Disney sells really helps them because they can make stuff cheap and they can make stuff really it's really expensive for us.
It's a huge part of the business.
The parks are definitely
the boats are huge.
They have a huge growth, but with the streaming thing, the reason cable fell down so quickly is there's so many options for streaming. 100%. So
get that cord cutting.
It's not like I'm stopped watching this on cable. I'm going to watch it on Max. It's more so. I stopped watching this, and then I started watching Netflix and all this other stuff. Yeah. Like, it's happened so quickly.
So for those interested, you should listen to The Town with Matthew Bellamy. He did a really good rundown on this. And so there's actually options for someone coming in to take over this new streaming
someone who
movies.
has an idea.
Someone's got, money. Needs money. So maybe if the Skydance deal falls through with Paramount, because Donald Trump's blocking that at the moment, maybe the Skydance guys buy Warner Brothers. What if Netflix comes in and buys the movie business, and then they get all that IP?
It's so interesting.
There's so much IP that Warner Brothers owns. Not only does it own
they own a backlot.
DC, but it also owns Minecraft now. Also owns the Barbie.
They own a couple of, not just that, we're talking about Warner Brothers sinks into like your superheroes. It sinks into old movies because they have a backlog of MGM classics.
The Dunes.
They own a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So maybe someone goes in and mines it. Well, that is it for today's show. Don't forget, tomorrow we catch up for Championship Belt Holder, where we look back in a movie year of cinema and we pick our favourite movies, and we also talk about what went on in the year of entertainment in that year.
Yeah.
That is my lovely co-host, Hannah.
That's me.
Long live cinema, and until we meet again, it's bye for now.
Bye.